Okay, so I'm just gonna share my screen. All right. So the course in this is on this platform called Decade here. So you go to the internet computer, right? And then we want the short courses here. TypeScript Smart Contract 101, right? With a certificate and one ICP reward in completion. That's I want to start with. Yeah, if you also want to hunt for some rewards, there are also these other courses you can also do. But for here, we're just working with TypeScript Smart Contract 101, and then after completing this, yeah, you are free to explore as you want once you have the best knowledge. So you go see challenge. Right. Just read through this so you really understand the requirements for you to get the reward and the certificate. You start and yeah, reading through. And then you start watching this video, these tutorials. How does ICP work? How do canisters work? Going through this. Next. Why is it taking forever? Okay. So now this is the beginning. So it's just a tutorial that will guide you into creating like a CRUD, a canister with TypeScript that is performing CRUD functionalities. Similar to what we're doing with Motoko, creating some CRUD functionalities with Motoko here. It's showing you how to go about it TypeScript way. It's a bit different from how you do it with Motoko or Rust. TypeScript is this Azle CDK. They developed it in a kind of a different way where you don't really have like the candid interface to like interact with your function. They want it to be more Web 2 friendly, even though it's running entirely on blockchain, but they want it to be like more Web 2 friendly and familiar. So you will see this, like the way it works. In Motoko and other languages, your functions are your endpoints, right? So you can still do that in Azle in TypeScript to have some functions as your endpoints, but the default way is to have there's this server where you can have HTTP requests like post, like the normal post, get, page, or whatever endpoints. So anyway, that's a bit about it. So you get started with this tutorial, right? Make sure you're reading through everything, understanding how it's going. What is Azle? The prerequisites, the tech stack overview setup. So you can either run this on GitHub code spaces, or usually what I can say the best way if you want to do build development is to just have it set up locally. So yeah, you can set it up locally and just following these instructions. Right. Right. Here are the instructions for setting up locally. So here you're installing the NVM, installing DFX, the Internet Computer CDK, and some other tools that are required for Azle. So yeah, just following this tutorial, and then here you grab some boilerplate code here, and then just copying this and pasting it into your project as following this guide as it is. Following it through, yeah, as you can see here, is what I was talking about, the types of functions. So we have this post, get, functions, put, but you see, where you are storing this, you are really storing it in a stable structure, similar to what we are doing in Motoko with hash maps, try maps, etc. Still the same concept, just a different approach. So you are storing your functions, your data in some stable structure, like this stable binary tree map with key value pairs, whatnot. But then you will be testing this with like Postman. You'll be testing your endpoints with Postman and whichever API testing tool you have. So you're just following this tutorial. And then once you are done with this, you then take on the challenge. So this is the tutorial is getting you started, getting you to know to set up the environment and get to know what's going. And then the challenge now is you creating a unique canister based on what you learned, right? So you can, so basically this is the challenge page, right? So after developing your unique canister with your unique functionalities, you came up with, you then come here and do the submission, right? You submit the description of what your code is doing, what the canister you created is doing. And then if you don't have a GitHub repository, a GitHub account, you have a GitHub account, because this project, this unique canister, you need to have a GitHub repository for it. So you put in your description and then your GitHub, you paste in the link to your GitHub repository with your code for your canister. And then you know you are done for the challenge, and then you submit. And then after submission, just waiting for for your certificates and your rewards if you pass with, if you like, match the requirements for the rewards for the challenge. Like here, develop a unique canister that should not be a replication of existing concept or ideas. Like what, create a canister that is different from what was in the tutorial. Ensure that your canister code is of high quality. It should be well structured, efficient, follow best practice, and thoroughly documented with no bugs or issues. So someone should easily run your project. Once it's created, once you are sure it's done, if you like give me the repository, you can I should just run your project without any problem. Please publish your canister code on GitHub and submit the link to the GitHub repository. Yeah, basically what we're doing here. So these are requirements. Once you follow this and you submit, you can then now just wait for your certificate and your reward. So to get some ideas, the submissions are also public, like the submissions from previous developers. You can see here, 6 hours ago, someone made a submission. So you can actually come here to learn from by seeing what others are doing. Yeah. Yeah, you can see, you can actually see the code of what this person did 6 hours ago. Next, yes. Yeah, see. So it's good to learn looking at this and try to understand what they were doing. Yeah, so to help you get a solid understanding and help guide you to also come up with your ideas. And you see on this one as well, 20 hours ago. Yeah, you can come here, get the code. Yeah, and just get some inspiration, learn new stuff, see how others are doing. It's a really good practice, and see the feedback. So feedbacks are also like rewarded as well here. So this person is doing a thorough feedback for the submission of this person. So this is the feedback. Here they're saying I made some improvements to your submission considerations. Yeah, reading this through, it's a really good learning experience. Yeah, checking out these feedbacks. And when you work on your unique canister and submit it, it will be just great. So that's it with the course. You should sign up with this link. We'll also share it in the group. This is the link you should sign up with. Right. Just like that. And then once you do it, you start doing your canister, and then we have mentorship sessions, because going about this, you definitely face some challenges and errors setting up the environment or trying to spin up your canister. You have a lot of challenges. So we will have some mentorship sessions from tomorrow. I think for the better part of this week, we'll be having mentorship sessions based on this course. And make sure you create a unique canister, you submit it, you get your certificate and rewards. And yeah, that will be cool. So that's it for today's session. It's just introducing you guys to this course, and I hope you succeed and get some certificates. It's not difficult. Like looking at those submissions from others and getting some inspiration, you won't go wrong. Um, I don't know if there are some questions at this point. Hi, Ben. Okay. Looks like no questions. Hi, Ben. How is it? How is it with your talk homework? Okay, it's not available. And Lucas, are you good with the course? Think you can take it on?
Yeah, I'm looking at this Hazel.
Okay.
Looks nice actually. Looks like normal Express.js.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that thing they are doing of making it more Web2 friendly, yeah, it's actually a nice thing. So
Yeah.
it's not really a foreign experience. Yeah.
Yes, I'm even thinking it even looks now nice to work with.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you enjoy it. Yeah, so tomorrow and next few days we'll be focusing on ASO and just doing the mentorship here. Cool. Right. If there are no more questions, I'm sure others will catch up on this video. If there are no more questions, we can call it a day, guys. Thank you for joining in. Let's meet tomorrow. Have a good night.